So this is something really, really simple, normal, very, very simple goal setting for Unit 1. What I'm especially going to do is how we are going to set goals for Unit 2. How will we set a percentage goal for every single chapter? So my goals are going to be of 3 things. Number 1, my goals must be measurable. I need to be able to measure my goals. Secondly, my goals need to be realistic, smart, and time bound. My first part will be only setting goals. My second part will be tracking. Let's think about the first part. I'm going to take Rohit for example because I'm going to converse with him and we are all going to see what are we doing so that in our goal sheet we do things based on what we talk about. Rohit, I'm going to assume that in your test 1 you got 43% in parallel lines, in quadrilateral you got 61%, and in circle you got 70%. What do you think your goal should be? What do you think your goal should be for parallel lines? 50%. And what should your goal be for quadrilaterals? 65%. So Rohit's goals are measurable. So what I know from my experience is that 43% to 50%, it's not a smart goal, it's a realistic goal. I want you to make goal for unit test. So in the second set of data, I want you to use these values. I want to take not more than 2 minutes to make goals for both of these 2 tables. Now I'm going to see how do I track my progress. Reviewing a test is really, really important to measure your goal. I made a silly mistake. I couldn't subtract. I know that I can subtract. I know that I can add as well. So I will write silly mistake, subtraction. Every time I solve a linear equation problem, I'm going to make sure that I subtract okay. That's how I won't make the silly mistake in unit test 1. So we talked about setting goals, tracking for goals. Now think about this. If I don't get anything in return, why am I setting goals? For some of us, the marks itself can be my celebration. If I get 90% or if I just achieve my goal, even if my goal is 70% and I achieve it, that's a celebration for myself. For some people it works, but for some people it doesn't.